Alright, peace to all of you beautiful souls. So welcome, my name is Saleh and I am your host on this channel brought to you by Celestial Alignments. And this is going to be our forecast for August 10th, if I'm not mistaken. My bad, August 20th until August 27th. August 20th until August 27th. It's currently 10:11. It was 10:10, now it's 10:11. So let's jump into it. So we're gonna start off by with Sunday. Sunday is today, Sunday, August 20th. And so looking at the chart, right, as you guys know, when we're talking of transits, what's of most importance is the moon, you feel me? Because the moon, it moves through the signs the fastest, you feel me? And its influence is fluctuative, you know, so it deals with our emotions and our moods as well. So it's important to pay attention to the moon phases, because that's when an individual's emotions change, you feel what I'm saying? But anyways, so today, the moon is in Libra, and it is opposing the ascendant, but it is opposing the ascendant. And so the moon is in Libra, and it's also sextiling. The moon is in Libra and it's sextiling Venus, right, which is retrograde. So let's talk about what this all means. So first and foremost, when the moon goes into Libra, right, we have a tendency of not so much caring about feeling our emotions from a perspective of being emotional and feeling like having justifications for us being irrational and impulsive. But it's like whenever the moon is in air signs, we're more so inclined towards logic and rationality. You feel what I'm saying? And this includes earth signs as well, like especially Virgo. When the moon is in Virgo and when the moon is in the air signs, it's more logical and rational about its emotions rather than sensitive and impulsive about its emotions. So Libra is a sign that deals with friendships, unions, you know, connections. So with the moon being in Libra, there is a promotion of energy that deals with socialism. You feel what I'm saying? Us having a desire even to want to be a little bit more social, especially with the moon sextiling Venus, right? So it's an indication of there even coming opportunities for us to be a little more social. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm seeing this in my household with my roommates. I'm seeing certain people that usually don't interact with each other, interacting with each other. And what it is like, we have to understand that when it comes to opportunities and when it comes to doors opening, it's like just because a door is open doesn't mean you should walk through it, you know. And that's to say that not all opportunities are good opportunities. But ultimately, with this moon in Libra, you know, it'd be of your best interest to do certain things to acquire equilibrium and balance and harmony. You feel me? I live in an equilibrium. You feel me? In the sense that the way that I like to live is like I like to you feel what I'm saying? Ensure that I am living in a balance. So Monday through Friday, for instance, I work, right? I work, and a lot of my work is orientated towards service, and I use my mind a lot in working. So it's like I need resting periods. And so realistically, the Sabbath is on Saturday, you feel me? And Saturday is a day of rest, you feel what I'm saying? And it is the closing, it is the last day, it is the 7th day, you know, also the 7th planet, if I'm not mistaken, you feel what I'm saying? And so it's of great significance and importance for us to take that Sabbath day and to just relax and calm down. And what I do on Saturdays is I go out in nature and I sit down and just soak up that energy, you feel what I'm saying? But ultimately, for real, when the moon is in Libra, it's of great importance to find equilibrium and balance. And it's like most times, we also do need something, I don't want to use the term outside of us, because truly nothing is outside of us, but sometimes we do need like to go out and maybe shop or go out and socialize with others or enjoy some music or, you know, something beautiful and harmonious. So Venetian energy, you feel me? So that's what I would recommend. Like if you can, like going out, maybe even having a little walk around your neighborhood. You feel me? It's such a nice, lovely day today. Like, you know, it's so, yeah, it's like it's gonna rain or something. You feel me? So it's a very nice day, and people are most definitely outside right now, just socializing and connecting with each other and everything like that. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's on Sunday, right? Moon in Libra. Take time to find your equilibrium and balance today. Okay, now we're going to look into I'm gonna look into anything. I'm gonna look deeper into Sunday, you feel me, and see if there's any other things happening. Which there are. There's a lot of other things happening as well. Like you feel what I'm saying? A lot of things happening as well. Like we have a grand trine in the sky right now between Pluto, Uranus, and Mars. So Pluto, Uranus, and Mars are in a grand trine within Earth signs. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a grand Earth sign trine. So it's of great importance that we are all about our material. You feel me? About our stability, about our security, and that we're moving in practical senses. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what Earth is all about. Like, and when a grand trine comes up, it's a harmonious energy. You feel what I'm saying? It's a harmonious energy between the three planets. In the sense of, if you access and move with that energy, then it'll be easily channeled into your life as well. You feel me? And so we got Pluto, the planet of transformation and change. You feel me? It's a ESP planet, extrasensory perception, or it's a very spiritual planet, I can also say. You feel what I'm saying? So it is of great importance that we are doing certain transcendental things, like meditating. You know, like one thing I like to do is, like, I like to, because I'm a musician, right? So I like to like make freestyles, because musicians are magicians. You feel me? And I feel like freestyles are very magical because they're in the moment right there, and it's just raw and authentic, just straight up energy, and you're just flowing. You feel me? So I like to produce certain freestyles that are in alignment with certain houses, right? Like yesterday I was freestyling and writing songs, not writing songs, but freestyling. You feel what I'm saying? And the subject I was freestyling with was money, because I closed my eyes and I surfaced those thought structures within my second house. And because my second house is in Scorpio, it was kind of foggy, kind of dark, kind of like fear-based, doubt or whatever. Just not full on, because I've been working on it, but it's just, still lingering there, resistance, And so I just started freestyling, and freestyling as if the energy was different, to displace the old energy with the new energy. And so yeah, that most definitely is something I would highly recommend. Like Pluto is most definitely a sign that deals with dwelling and diving within, and its shifts and changes, they do take time to come forth, but it's like once that change happens, it's like rapid and instant, right? But then we gotta be mindful that we also have Uranus, the planet of spontaneous change, also in this grand trine. You know what I'm saying? So like with Uranus also being a part of this grand trine in the Earth sign, it's like an understanding that to an extent, we have the power right now to shift and change our material positions. You feel me? Our material statuses. I feel like that's the best way to put it, because I don't just want to limit it or restrict it to money. You feel what I'm saying? But just something dealing with the materialistic. You feel me? So it's like both Uranus and Pluto, these two planets, they are transcendental. You feel me? They deal with the spiritual plane more so over the physical plane. And so Uranus, it's a planet that deals with electromagnetism. You feel me? And so right now, with this trine between Pluto, Uranus, and Mars, like there may be a little bit more access to those of us who are tuned in to electromagnetism. Like for instance, we're gonna start, like the way that this energy works is like, it's not magic or anything like that. It's really these frequencies, they go on to influence us to do certain things, which then go on to bear their fruits. You feel me? Like one thing I've been doing a lot of is I've been like grounding myself, right? I've been posted up behind a tree, what I'm saying, and like that simple activity, it is going to tremendously expand your electromagnetic field. You feel me? And but yeah, so that's how this works. You feel me? It's not superstition or anything like that. Like there's definitely a science behind it. But so then we also have Mars, right? Mars. And so Mars, I feel like, is the sign that kind of puts it all together in the sense, because Mars it's not a spiritual planet. You feel me? It's a planet that deals with action and execution. And so it's like all those tremendous energies of change and transformation that have been taking place subconsciously, that we've been bringing into light through our rituals and through our continuous practices, you feel me, whether it's prayer or whatever it is, you know. It's like Mars is going to add energy that's going to inspire us and motivate us to take action on those energies, you feel what I'm saying? And I most definitely hope that that makes sense. In this grand trine, it's gonna be around for like a couple days, you feel me? Like I think the whole week, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so that's pretty much that energy. Now let's look into Monday. Alright, so on Monday, it'll be the same energy, you feel what I'm saying? The moon will still be transiting through Libra. It'll be later degrees Libra, and not in the middle of the day, but like around 5-6 p.m. the moon will be leaving Libra and going into Scorpio, you feel what I'm saying? But so for the most part, you know, both Sunday and Monday, we should be taking that time to find our own equilibrium, to find our own balance, you feel me? And most definitely prioritize like socializing and having conversations with individuals, you know, but from the perspective of trying to balance our energy with their energy, like, because, you know, Libra is a sign that deals with harmony amongst relationships as well, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, most definitely focus on having those more friendly, harmonious energies with those around you. Like, there may be certain people around you right now, you feel me, that in the past you may not have gotten so well along with, but it's like right now with this energy, it's kind of like a more balanced type, soft type energy, where it's like we just might be able to flow and we just might be able to conversate in ways we weren't able to do a week ago. So definitely take advantage of that, you feel me? And that's going to be both Sunday and Monday, you feel what I'm saying? Sunday and Monday. And yeah, you know, yeah, and so I'll say this though, like on Monday, the moon is going to be opposing like our north node. So emotionally, we kind of may be in a place where we may be feeling like our spiritual path of evolution may be a little bit more uncomfortable than usual, you feel what I'm saying? In the sense that the north node, it signifies the path which is unfamiliar to the soul, but also the path which you need to go towards, because that's where your growth is at, you feel what I'm saying? And so off the bat, the north node is just already uncomfortable. But then when we got the moon, the planet of comfort, opposing the north node, then it's like it kind of gets a little bit more uncomfortable. But it's uncomfortable in a manner where we start to become aware, and attention, it's like energy and attention is brought forth about it, you feel what I'm saying? So I would say kind of on Monday to technically like just, because it's like when there's an opposition, it's like one energy or the other, you feel what I'm saying? You can't have both, you have to pick one. It's either the north node or the moon's energy, you know? And I would say that honestly, especially because it's a Monday and that's like the day of the moon, you should prioritize your comfort. You should prioritize the moon's energy, you feel what I'm saying? And just be in your space of comfort. And I feel like that's all about understanding that it's a process in life. Life is a whole process, you feel what I'm saying? And there's gonna be certain days where you're just gonna want to just rest, and you probably should just rest and relax, because that's more harmonious, you feel what I'm saying, with your energy and with just the energy at large. And then there's gonna be other days where you're gonna want to take action. And so that's why it's important to pay attention to the stars and the transits, because then you know what time it is. Straight up, you know what time it is. But anyways, yeah, so that's Monday. So harmoniously, right, we're gonna have the moon and Saturn, is this correct though? Yeah, it's correct. We're gonna have the moon and Saturn trining each other, you feel what I'm saying? Moon is gonna be in Scorpio, and this is gonna be like in the later days, right? And this is gonna persist, especially on Sunday. My bad, on Tuesday, you feel me? So we're gonna be feeling subtle energies of this moon Saturn trine, but then it's gonna on Monday, but then it's gonna persist till Tuesday, and yeah, just Tuesday, you feel what I'm saying? And so like with the sun and the moon conjuncting each other, right? And it's perfect what I said earlier about prioritizing your comfort over your spiritual path, and that day specifically, you feel me? Because what's also going to happen is Saturn is a planet that deals with like self-control. It deals with discipline. It deals with systemization, routines, structures, etc. You feel what I'm saying? And so the moon, it's our emotions. It's like our soft spot. You feel what I'm saying? It's like yeah, it's our soft spot. You feel me? It's our comfort zone where we really want to be. It's our home. You know. And so like with Saturn and the moon trining each other, there's going to be a harmonious flow between our emotional desires and impulses and a channel of structure and like, yeah, structure and foundation. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to be inclined, and this is Tuesday. So on Tuesday, you know, it's going to be an energy of just harmoniously getting back into your groove and your rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? Getting back into your groove and your rhythm. And so, yeah, most definitely do allow Sunday and Monday to be days for you to find your equilibrium, and then naturally on Tuesday you'll be ready to take off. You feel what I'm saying? So the moon is going to be in Scorpio on Tuesday though. So when the moon goes into Scorpio, right, it's a shift of element, right? It was just in the air sign and everything was kind of light, right? Air, light. But then when it goes into Scorpio, things kind of may get a little intense. You feel me? We may have immense, intense emotions that force us or direct us towards acting impulsively, acting more so from what we desire rather than what we rationally should do. You feel what I'm saying? And like Scorpio is a sign that deals with like being like led astray in a sense, because it's typically kept in the dark. You feel me? And it's very unconscious energies, very mysterious energies. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like on Tuesday, first and foremost, there should be a awareness towards our intuition, you feel me, and our senses that transcend the five senses, but our senses that deal with just picking up on energies. You feel what I'm saying? On Tuesday, we should most definitely be attentive and focus on that channel more than anything else. You feel what I'm saying? With the moon being in Scorpio. But it's like with the moon being in Scorpio, like this would also be a good time for us to put death to certain things, if I'm not mistaken. You know, and then it's like we also have Saturn involved, and Saturn really is the planet of death. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Saturn really is the planet of death. You feel what I'm saying? But then like the moon is also opposing Uranus. The moon is also opposing Uranus. My bad, opposing Jupiter. Opposing Jupiter. Okay. So with the moon opposing Jupiter, there may be like this imbalance type energy between like our ability to lean on our knowledge and wisdom, that is our ability to see things from a higher perspective, versus our ability to just want to emotionally do what feels right now for us, right? And that kind of actually adds more to the energy I was talking about with just Scorpio in general. You feel me? So do be attentive on Tuesday that you don't do certain things because they're gonna fulfill your animalistic, the demiurge. You feel me? Because it's a demiurge, meaning it's more inclined towards your animal side versus your divine side. You feel what I'm saying? And like with the moon opposing Jupiter, like I couldn't have said it any better way. You feel what I'm saying? So do be attentive that you don't do that. You feel me? Like give a little piece of your soul for like the sake of a material or like an animalistic fulfillment. Like that's kind of demonic, you know. But yeah, when we're talking of Scorpio, you know, things can get kind of spooky dooky. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you know, that's Scorpio. It's gonna be a chill day. You know, it'd be best for you on this day, Monday. On Tuesday, for you to more so keep by yourself and keep to your immediate connections, those people that you already have intimate associations with. You feel me? And kind of move in silence. You feel me? If you're working, you know, kind of be more to yourself and not so engaging with your coworkers. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because like when the moon goes into Scorpio, energies emotionally are also amplified. You feel me? And people just may feel more emotionally intense. But yeah, so that's the moon on Tuesday. And so now let's look into like the moon on Tuesday is also going to be squaring. The moon on Tuesday is also going to be squaring Venus, you know, the planet of social energies. So most definitely keep to yourself, because there is going to be friction, frustration when it comes to your interactions with other people. Like there may be a flow of just people not being able to understand, you know, because of emotional distortion, is what I'm saying. And especially with this moon square Venus, I would also recommend on Tuesday, like once you handle your duties and obligations, you feel me, at the end of the day, allow yourself to have a set time for me, you feel what I'm saying. It's a me time, you feel me, where you get into something you enjoy doing, you know, something that's fun, something that feels good to you, because that's where the hardship is gonna be, because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, the planet of strife and aggression. So emotionally, we're gonna be either in a aggressive space or a very passionate and motivated space, you feel me, because it can play out either way. But I would highly recommend though that you take the time on Tuesday to like do something engaging with like just self-care and like something that feels good to you, you feel me, and even if that's just putting on a movie, you feel me, and allowing yourself to unwind and just relax, you feel what I'm saying. But yeah, so Tuesday I would recommend kind of staying more so to yourself than being engagive, because being engagive probably will cause more frustration than harmonious energies. But yeah, so that's Tuesday. Now let's look into Wednesday. So on Wednesday, the moon is still going to be in Scorpio. It's going to be similar, very same energies, you feel me. But then on Wednesday, the moon is going to be in Scorpio, and it's going to be opposing Uranus, you feel me. And Uranus is like the planet of change, the planet of transformation, you feel what I'm saying. Well, yeah, transformation, but it's not like phenomenal, like deep transformation like Scorpio, because Scorpio is like identity transformation type shit, you feel what I'm saying, where it's like pardon the language also, but it's like identity transformation, more so soul transformation, you feel me, where because Scorpio in certain spiritual context, it's associated with the moon, right? It's the higher octave of the moon. And simply this is because the moon deals with your immediate family you gotta take care of. Pluto deals with large corporations, right, which can be perceived as huge families and organizations. Like Pluto is gangsters, even mobs, you feel what I'm saying. What's that term? I want to say constitutions, but corporations is what the correct word is. Corporations, all of that. You feel me? So that's why Pluto and the moon are associated as higher and lower octaves. But like ultimately, yeah, like the Pluto's transformation and changes are more so deep, soul deep, you feel what I'm saying. Meanwhile, Uranus's transformations are more so change at a mental level, because Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, you feel what I'm saying. And so with the moon opposing Uranus, you know, there may be this like rigid, fixated energy of not being in a place of logic, but in a place of irrationality, you feel what I'm saying. And kind of possibly even wanting to more so be inclined towards holding on to something from a place of fear over transforming it and transcending it, you know, like I said earlier, with the opposition, it's either one or the other. It's like pick one. Either you step holistically into your unique energies and your original energies, and you allow yourself to be uncomfortable in that space, or you take that comfortability that is highlighted and signified by the moon, and you kind of just disregard Pluto's energy. It's an opposition, so the energies are not going to mix harmoniously, you feel me. It's either pick one. But anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be on Wednesday, you feel what I'm saying. It's gonna be the same energies Wednesday. And so the moon is going to be it's going to be sextiling Pluto. So with the moon sextiling Pluto, you feel what I'm saying, there are going to be also simultaneously spiritual opportunities for us to evolve and transcend, and possibly even release certain aspects of us that are dead, you feel me, because Pluto is the planet of corrosion, right, corroding, so it deals with things being removed and things being released, you feel what I'm saying. So like what is this, Wednesday? Yeah, so on Wednesday, like straight up Wednesday, like one powerful thing you could do is getting into a meditation, you feel me, because Neptune is also going to be trining the moon, you feel me. So Neptune is going to be trining the moon. Pluto is going to be, holy shit, Pluto is going to be sextiling the moon, but then Uranus is going to be opposing the moon. And Pluto, Neptune, and Uranus, these are the 3 ESP planets. These are the 3 spiritual planets. You feel what I'm saying? So I would most definitely say that on Wednesday, get into your spiritual bag. You feel what I'm saying? And so, like, because the sextile signifies an opportunity, it indicates that there's going to be an opportunity for you to transform and change. So I would say that on Wednesday, we shouldn't prioritize our emotions, but more so our logic and rational energy. You feel me? Because Wednesday in of itself is Mercury Day. You feel me? It's a very mercurial energy. But I say this because, like, I feel like it'd be more of our benefit to step into that Uranus energy over the moon, because that's the opposition, right, that you gotta choose from. And I say this because we also have Pluto sextiling the moon. So it's like those disharmonious and discordant emotions, you're gonna see how they can be opportunities for you to change and transform. You feel me? So it's not gonna be a square where it's gonna be hard and frustrating, but it's going to be more so of an opportunistic. And I do see this is going to be a more so positive opportunity. You feel what I'm saying? And you gotta keep in mind that in life it's all about building. You know, building and building and building and building. You're building your empire one step at a time. You feel me? So it's like you're doing things in the short term for the sake of the long term. You feel me? And right now, yeah, like it would be of most benefit for us to put our small emotions to the side, our emotions for ourselves, emotions dealing with comfortability and security, and tap into emotions that more so deal with universal perspective, universal welfare. It's like you understanding that you're just a piece on the chessboard. You feel what I'm saying? You're just a piece of the puzzle. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that would be of tremendous value, right? And then Neptune is the planet of spirituality. Oof, it's gonna be such a wonderful day. I'm telling you guys. The Stargate is going to be open for us to tap in spiritually. You feel me? So I would highly recommend doing that. But yeah, so Neptune is all about the imagination. Neptune is more so inclined towards brotherhood. You feel me? Sisterhood. It's love. You know, it's the planet of utopianism. You know, it's all about kumbaya type energy. So with all that being said, you know, it's going to be a energy of like, okay, are you going to choose to be comfortable? Or are you going to choose to step into your original, unique energy, right? And like with the new moon that happened last week on Tuesday, like that was supposed to, okay, so on the full moon that happened before the new moon, which was in Aquarius, that should have been a time for us to tap into our unique energies and our originalities, you feel what I'm saying? And understand how we as individuals are tasked with assisting the collective, you feel what I'm saying? And kind of just building energies around that, building energies of uniqueness based on rebelling against a system that's not working. And if we did that, then on the new moon in Leo, we most definitely would have felt a new identity about ourselves, a new perception on who we are, just new feelings and new emotions dealing with how we perceive and view ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? And so now it's like with this originality energy, right, that Uranus is bringing us, we should use it to further enforce that identity of the new us, you know, who we became, you feel me, with that new moon and Leo energy, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's definitely going to be a powerful day for like bringing in and putting in some potent requests, you can even say, creating a petition, you feel me, because that's what we're doing. We're investing energy, right? We're investing energy into the spiritual plane when we are aligning with the astrological star alignments and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? Pardon my language. I'm trying not to cuss as much on you know, my YouTube, so that's why I keep saying pardon my language. And I know it's not a big deal, but that's just what I'm trying to do. You feel me? But anyways, probably has to do with my new identity, my new perceptions on how I see myself. But yeah, so you know, that's gonna be Wednesday. Now let's look into Tuesday. Alright, so on Thursday, the moon is going to be entering what's that sign called? What's up? There's a bird right there and I can tell it's just watching me. And I can feel its energy too, you feel me? That's why I'm like, what's good, bro, what's good? Anyways, me. Let me not be a bird brain. And that's kind of disrespectful to the bird. But anyways, as I was saying though, on Thursday, the moon is going to be entering Sagittarius. And so on Tuesday, it's also going to be wait, my bad, you guys, hold on. So on Wednesday, it's going to be Virgo season. So shout out to all of the Virgos, happy Virgo season month, happy month birth, or birth month, happy birth month, happy birth season. Shout out to all you Virgos. You are highly appreciated. You definitely bring in some logical and rational energies down here that balance that delusional Pisces energy. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. But anyways, on when is this? On Thursday? Or Friday? Yeah, Thursday. So on Thursday, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius, and it's going to be squaring the sun, which can be translated as, on Tuesday, we may have a little frustration between our emotions internally that we are having towards like our ambitions and our intentions and the things we want, the things we've been trying to will into existence. You feel me? And so there can be a frustration between maybe feeling like time needs to progress a little faster, or feeling like you're not where you want to be just yet. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what the sun is. It's how you see yourself. But then the moon is how you feel about yourself. You feel me? So there can be a kind of a tension between your inner world versus your outer world, and it's like Venus is also going to be, and it's like Saturn is also going to be engaged in a square. My bad. Yeah, Saturn. So Saturn is also going to be engaged in a square with the moon on Thursday. So this energy of frustration because we're not where we want to be is also going to be backed and supported with this somewhat destructive energy of us feeling more so inclined towards just saying fuck it. I just want to indulge into like my comfort, and maybe and that will look like not wanting to do self-control or like discipline self, you feel me? And kind of being like, what, fuck this. God dang, God, man, Jesus Christ. I'm really trying to not cuss, you feel me? So let me substitute the curse words with like Jesus Christ or something. But anyways, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be authentic with it. I'm just gonna flow the way I want to flow. No blocking my energy. So yeah, there is gonna be a square between the moon and Saturn and the moon and the sun. So there's going to be frustrations dealing with how we see ourselves and possibly not being where we want to be, but also frustrations on discipline and wanting to more so indulge in our comfort and security rather than our discipline. Or it can be even like being in a place of discipline but forgetting the long term, the bigger picture of how us disciplining ourselves right now in the long term is actually going to produce greater harmony for us. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's like Thursday. Now let's look into Friday. So on Friday, yeah, the moon, I didn't even talk about the moon in Sagittarius, so we're going to talk about the moon in Sagittarius now. So the moon is going to be in Sagittarius from Thursday to Friday, right? And that's perfect because Sagittarius is Jupiter's sign and Thursday is Jupiter's day. So Sagittarius, right, it's like the sign of comprehension. It's a sign of enlightenment, illumination, you feel me? Understanding, you feel what I'm saying? And so whereas Scorpio is more so being kept in the dark, Sagittarius is like getting out of the dark and then looking back into the dark and being able to see all those things you were not able to see when you were in it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like it will be a great day for us to tap into higher perspectives and higher understandings. Higher perspectives and higher understandings in the sense of like understanding and knowing that there is a greater picture to the fact of you not being where you are today, and understanding that there is a greater picture to you continuing to exercise self-control and self-discipline. You feel me? Like in the long term, it's going to be perfect and it's going to be a benefit to you. You feel what I'm saying? And so, you know, being a sign that is inclined towards religious energies and devotion, it would be of great importance to tap into your spiritual practices and tap into a higher power. You feel what I'm saying? And allowing that higher power to be like your rock in that moment of frustration and wanting to kind of quit almost type energy. You feel me? Not seeing the point type energy. So on Friday and Saturday, on Thursday and Friday, but especially Thursday, allow yourself to have it a prominent thought in your mind of divinity and God. You feel me? But it's like also important to avoid blind optimism, but more so allow yourself to see your structures and your disciplines and the things that you're doing on a day-to-day to build foundation for yourself, to ensure that you're safe and you're secure, you got shelter. Allow yourself to have faith and optimism regarding and concerning those things, right? Because that may be hard. That may be where the clash may be. Like there may be an energy of like feeling like too rational, you know, because with the sun being in Virgo, you may feel like way too rational, more so focused on what is practical and what is logical in the present moment. You feel me? Which can in a sense hinder and kind of block off the bigger picture. So your goal is to tap in and allow yourself to see beyond the little picture and see the bigger picture. You feel me? Signified by Sagittarius and this energy between Virgo sun and moon Sagittarius. But yeah, you know, so ultimately pretty much, yeah. And so Sagittarius' key phrase is I see. That's what I'm saying. And its key word is comprehension. So ensure that you're comprehensively seeing things for what they are rather than what your analytical mind has made them to be, right? It's like a lot of us don't realize that our senses, they're not really such reliable sources, in the sense that there are times, right, when we feel like we saw something but we really didn't see that, it was something else. Or we thought we heard something but we really didn't hear that, it was something else. Or we thought we felt something but we really didn't feel that, it was something else. You feel me? So it's like understanding that our senses are not 100% accurate. And it's like what we think to be true may not be the truth. You feel what I'm saying? And there's always a higher truth. And I feel like that's what Sagittarius is all about. You feel me? Understanding the bigger picture. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much a Sagittarius energy. That's all I gotta say about that. Now let's look into Saturday. So on Saturday, you feel what I'm saying, the moon is going to be entering Capricorn. So check this out. So it's like you can either be traveling on the harmonious side of these transits or the disharmonious side of these transits. You feel what I'm saying? And if you didn't do the essential work towards not allowing yourself to be pulled in by the little picture, you feel me, and not having that ability to see that there's a grander, larger picture taking place, and tapping into a higher power, you feel me, type energy, then when the moon goes into Capricorn, then it's like that energy of doubt and frustration that you were feeling, when the energy of doubt and frustration you were feeling on Friday, you feel me, when the moon was squaring, oh shit, yo, I didn't even talk about this. Yeah, wow. So I was talking about, so my apologies, I said Saturn, but nah, like the moon is not going to be squaring Saturn, it's going to be squaring Neptune. And so it's not going to be frustrations dealing with like your security and everything like that, and self-control. Like that's going to be handy dandy. Well, what is going to happen though is, well, at the same time, okay, I see, that makes sense. Nah. So I was talking about Thursday when I was talking about the frustration energies between your emotional contentness and your desire to want to continue to discipline and structureize. That was more Thursday. But on Friday, the moon is going to be squaring Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of the imagination. So be attentive and conscientious of what you are imagining, you feel me? Because it's going to be disharmonious type energy, and so you may engage in and entertain imaginations that are negative and destructive, you feel me? So definitely be attentive to attempting to direct your imagination, you feel me, rather than just filling imaginations haphazardly. Alright, for sure. Now let's look into Saturday. So on Saturday, the moon is going to be in Capricorn, and the moon is debilitated when it's in Capricorn, you feel what I'm saying? It's the opposite sign to the moon's ruler, right? Rulership, which is Cancer. And so when the moon, goes into Aquarius, Capricorn, there is in a sense a restriction towards feeling emotion, and it's like picking emotional comfort. Picking security and stability and practicality over emotional comfort. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Capricorn is the planet of utility. The sign of utility. Its key phrase is I use. You feel what I'm saying? And so Capricorn wants to use things, and it's like, it's hard for the Capricorn energy in general to understand how it could use its emotions, right? Emotions, they're messy, they're irrational, you feel me? So Capricorn doesn't deal with emotions like that. But the moon is the planet of emotions. So there can be a discordant energy of like blocking ourselves from even feeling emotions on that day. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like the sun, but it's like the moon and Saturn are going to be sextiling each other. So it's not really all bad, because it's really just, oh damn, and it's a Saturday. That's Saturn day. You feel me? It's actually perfect energy. So on that day, we're going to, Saturn sextiling the moon, right? This energy is going to produce opportunities for us to harmoniously combine our internal emotions, our natural resources. You feel what I'm saying? When I say natural resources, in the sense of like, because the moon is like our home, right? Like what we have accumulated and what we have also. So but I'll say emotions though. Just naturally, like being able to combine our emotions with opportunities, dealing with structure and discipline, and maybe new ways of moving in society, not even society, but moving in our lives, dealing with structure and foundations may surface. You feel what I'm saying? And this is Saturday. So I feel like on Saturday, I'm gonna take this up on myself as well. It'll be a wonderful day to go back to the drawing board, you feel what I'm saying, and pay attention to your progress, and how the systems you have been implementing, how they've been working, and how they've been unfolding. Or if you don't have systems and structures and disciplines and self-control, then it'd also be a good time for you to sit down and really like process and think about, what are my goals here, and like exactly what am I doing, you feel what I'm saying, type energy. And just getting clear on that, because like I said, the sextile aspect, it produces opportunities, you feel what I'm saying. So there's going to be an opportunity for us to blend the energy of discipline and structure and thinking long term with our innate emotional needs for emotional fulfillment energy, you feel what I'm saying. So most definitely on Saturday, drawing board, definitely hit up the drawing board and introspect and reflect. Because when the moon goes into Capricorn, like I said, it doesn't deal with emotions. It's more practical and logical. So use that practical and logical energy to create like structures and systems dealing with your goals. So goal planning, and also like making plans for your goals, right? Because it's very practical energy, and we got to be able to think practically. And so the moon is also going to be trining the sun, you feel me, on Saturday. And this is going to produce a harmonious flow on how we see things and how we feel about things. And so it's going to be a harmonious effort when we go and sit down and write our goals out and really hone in and be clear on, like, just reflecting on how far we've gotten, but how far we want to go as well. You know what I'm saying? On Saturday. But I would say oof. But then it's like Saturn is going to be, the moon is going to be squaring Mars, you feel me? The moon is going to be squaring Mars. And so with the moon squaring Mars, we should understand this. We should understand that there is going to be kind of emotional aggression, you feel me? So we may not, there may be a lack of self-esteem, you feel me, because of that emotional aggression and kind of being a little hard on ourselves, you know, being aggressive on ourselves, you feel me, and not wanting to, even maybe not wanting to just sit and be comfortable, but wanting to like actually go out and do something constructively. But ultimately, this is like just impulse, right? Acting impulsively. Like there can be an energy of impulsiveness, and with Mars squaring the moon, where it's like there is a frustration between. It's not even a frustration. It's just like there's going to be aggressive energy emotionally, you know, because that's what Mars is. It's not comfort like the moon. It's aggression. It's strife, and the moon. And so there's going to be a frustration type energy also of maybe us feeling like having worked hella hard, but like, yo, you're not going anywhere fast or something like that. But it's like, understand that these energies with the stars, you got to work with it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you can either get on top of it or it can get on top of you. You feel me? And you got to get on top of it. And so find ways to harmonize that aggressive energy with Saturn. Yeah, with Saturn, with Moon and Mars opposition. But then it's like, yeah, I'll leave it at that, you feel me? Moon and Mars opposition. And so what you should do on that day, Saturday, is amp up your self-esteem, you feel me? Because the moon and the sun are trining each other. So you're going to want to use the energy of the moon and the sun to amp up your self-esteem and perceive yourself, like get big-headed, you know, get big-headed. And just expand your self-esteem. And what that will do is it'll bring harmony and balance to those disharmonious and aggressive, strife-oriented emotions that you may be feeling with the moon squaring Mars. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's pretty much that energy, and that's pretty much the transits for this week. I hope you guys got something from this, and I'll see you next week. Peace. Namaste. And if anyone is interested in booking a reading with me, I would highly recommend it. What I'm primarily doing and focusing on right now is helping people gain an understanding of their birth chart, because it is of great importance and essentiality that you understand your birth chart. You feel what I'm saying? Alright, if you're new here, most definitely subscribe and definitely like this video, because it's gonna help me do better on YouTube, and I would highly appreciate this. You feel me? But anyways, thank you guys. Peace.